Hi, welcome to this video day, which is all about how to trade Forex successfully for beginners. I want to go through 10 tips which will give you the basics of what you need to do to become a consistently profitable trader. Now, the tips themselves do not come from me. They come from one of the greatest traders of all time, Charles Munger. Now, if you're unfamiliar with who Charles Munger is, he's Warren Buffett's partner at Berkshire Hathaway. They've been together for over 40 years. Munger is known as one of the best traders of all time. Warren Buffett, pays big tribute to him in terms of why he is so successful is because he's got Munger by his side. Now, Munger, he's a very humble trader. He's got several $billion, but he just basically says, I can do it. Anyone can do it. Okay. And he's right, actually. Anyone can become a consistently profitable trader. Munger actually says, they basically make things too complicated, most traders, or, they have the wrong psychology. They fall for psychological traps, which are easy to avoid. Now, what I want to do is review the 10 tips and the advice from Charles Munger. Just learn from him. He's one of the greatest traders of all time. They will really help you, these tips, become a successful trader. They're also very motivational as well. Now, in terms of Forex trading motivation, what I want to do is play out with 10 quotes from him. Timeless advice. Just learn from the quotes. And if you're a little bit more of an experienced trader, you've traded already, you're not achieving the results that you desire, you will basically see the wisdom in the quotes, and hopefully the tips will help as well. So let's go and review them.
Right, let's have a look at 10 tips from Charlie Munger for trading success. Then we'll go to my favourite quotes from him. Now, in terms of point number 1, motivation for trading and financial freedom. Charlie Munger said that's why he wanted to trade. He desperately wanted financial freedom. He said he didn't want Ferraris or excessive wealth. He just wanted financial freedom. He thought trading could give it to him, and he had a deep passion for doing it. Now, in terms of motivation for trading for most beginners that come in the market, the overriding motivation is I want to make money quickly. Okay? Now, in terms of if you want to make money quickly, or you just want to make money from trading, you're not really interested in trading, you're going to lose, because greed will come in to play, and greed destroys traders. There's many businesses that can give you financial freedom. Charlie Munger just happened to pick trading. He knew it would be hard work. When I say hard work, the inevitable learning curve that you have to go through as a trader, which can take 6 months, a year, maybe longer to get really confident and competent. A lot of traders think they're going to walk in to the market, start trading and make money consistently pretty soon. That's probably not going to happen. It's going to take time. And beginners in particular should keep this in mind, because it's very important. There are a lot of people selling get rich quick in Forex, and the amount of YouTube videos I see with Ferraris, Rolls Royces, whatever, Porsches, supposedly they're fantastic apartments overlooking the sea. They're all actors. This is not a get rich quick business, but it is a fantastic business. Point number 2, intellectual humility and know your competence. What you want to do when you come into trading is get a style of trading that suits you, learn it, practice it, get a deep knowledge of it, and stick to it. Okay, and don't go outside of your competence. Okay, there's many different ways of trading. Just basically get the method or the strategy you're comfortable with, stick with it. What you don't know is more important than what you do know, is what one famous trader said, I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Charlie Munger, but he makes the same point. When Charlie and Warren Buffett are looking at investments to do, they have a simple way of doing it. Yes, no, too complicated to bother with. We don't understand it. A lot of traders do things they don't understand, and what they'll do is they'll follow someone else. They'll see a news story. They'll jump in on the trade. They don't understand the trade. Okay, the news story is just news. It's stories. You've got to know what you're doing. Okay, and stick to it. Don't go outside your competence area. Okay. Point number 3: keep it simple, but avoid narrow focus. Despite the fact that forex trading will take you a little time to master, anyone can do it. Best trading strategies are extremely simple. However, you've got to avoid narrow focus, as Munger says, because it's not all about the strategy. A lot of traders actually think, a strategy is you do X, Y, that's it, and then Z is the result. You just sit back and see your money come in. You are very involved in trading. Trading is probably only about 20% method in my view, probably about 80% psychological. You've got to decide how much money to bet, how much you want to risk. You've got to manage open profits, decide when to bank, not bank early, and all this sort of thing. So you actually have to make your strategy work. And in terms of narrow focus and avoiding it, if you were to look at the great traders, I'll give you 2 examples. Ray Dalio, biggest hedge fund manager in the world, he credits his success at trading to meditation. Okay, because he says it helps give him a clear focus, keeps him balanced. It's that important. Paul Tudor Jones, another legendary trader, pays Tony Robbins $1 million a year to help keep him focused. This is a trader who's been trading for 30 years. And there's many other examples of traders who use mindset techniques to keep them sharp, focused, and see the reality. Here we're big fans of Eastern psychology, for example. And our way of trading is very much based on Taoism, outside of the method. Okay. Also really interested in other disciplines that can help us with our trading, like Bayes' theory, to help us think clearly. They're just 2 examples. It's not a narrow focus when you trade. You have a simple method, then you have other inputs to help you filter your trades, keep you focused and disciplined. Now, if you're going to win at anything, you need independent thinking and ignore fake knowledge. And I know Donald Trump says fake news a lot. Fake news goes on in finance all the time. It's just stories. All these people telling you what happened, and basically it's all very convincing, but they couldn't actually trade. They only tell you after the event. You actually want to be able to think against the crowd. You need to be uncomfortable with your trades. A lot of people don't like standing on their own. Obviously, man is a kind of herd animal. We're sociable beings. We don't like being on our own. Okay, all the great traders stand on their own and will go against the majority. Okay, now in terms of point number 5, why is Berkshire Hathaway so good? Why have they been at the top so long? Point number 5 is very relevant. They have a balance. They have a lot of patience, waiting for trades, and then they're very aggressive when they see a trade that they like, because good trades are rare. Now, they're rare in the share market. They're also rare in the Forex market as well. And most traders just can't sit around and wait. They can't be patient. They want to trade. They want the action. That's going to see you lose. Just take low odds trades. Wait for the big trades, or the ones that are really good, okay, in terms of your method, and then you get very aggressive with them. And in terms of Warren Buffett, like all great investors, I say like George Soros, Tudor Jones, they will bet big. Okay, they're not frightened to bet big on the right opportunity. Okay, it's one of those things where they're not obviously excessively large with their positions, but they will bet a meaningful amount that if they lose a bit, it will hurt them. Okay, it keeps them focused on the trade. You could probably get just a few trades a month in Forex and make over 50% per annum, 100% per annum. I've seen plenty of people do that. And the rest of the time they don't do anything. Munger and Buffett say they just sit around reading books most of the time when they're not doing anything. Now, I like point number 6 because we've all done it. Don't try and be brilliant. Avoid being idiotic. Now, in terms of what he means by this is do not get sucked into frenzies. Okay, have self-control. When everyone is going crazy about an investment or a trade, step back and have self-control. And I think a lot of traders lose self-control. And in terms of this, and it was a recent example, Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin, I did a video saying Bitcoin was about to collapse, okay? And loads of people wrote to me, really, intelligent people, people who've been decent traders for years as well, saying I was wrong. Now, I could have been wrong, but Bitcoin basically collapsed within a few weeks. And of course it's going to collapse because it was just basically a frenzy of buying of nothing. And that's what you get a lot of the time in the markets. We get frenzied selling where there is no end in sight. There's always an end in sight. At the end of the day, as both Munger and Buffett said, you buy into fear and sell into greed. Wait for the extremes. They will give you fantastic trades, okay? And I think sometimes we can all want to get in on something. It's the fear of missing out. Someone offered to pay me in Bitcoin once years ago. It wasn't much, it was a few £100. It would have been worth, I think, about 150,000 if I'd have taken it in Bitcoin. I didn't. I took it in pounds sterling. So it's one of those things. You've got to have self-control. Most people simply will get swept away in the frenzy of the story. Okay. Best way to build knowledge and skill. In terms of money, he didn't learn, the skills he needed for trading when he was at school. He learnt them from really great people. Okay. And what he meant by that is he read a lot of books. He still reads a lot of books. I think it's Buffett and Munger are supposed to read about 500 pages a day each. And actually Munger said, I don't know anyone who's extremely successful who is not an avid reader. I would actually go along with that. The really successful people read. They want to expand their knowledge. They want to get some sort of edge. And I'll read lots of books on psychology. They'll tell me roughly the same thing, but there's maybe a different twist that I can use in my own thinking to help me. So I think people who read have a head start, because reading not only is it educational, it's very motivational as well if you're reading the right material. Okay, so in terms of reading, I've always said this, that if you want your best education in Forex trading, go to Amazon.com. We've got plenty of book lists of traders who can be of all levels of experience. You can pick up our top 10s normally on Amazon for about $100 a go, or $100, sorry. Fantastic education. And yet people will spend thousands to gurus online. With Amazon you can get the top psychologists, the top traders, and learn their wisdom. Right, what do we got next? Mistakes are good. Excuses. No one cares. You're going to make mistakes. It's inevitable. You just have to correct them. The big sin is not correcting a mistake. Okay, mistakes help you learn. They help you progress. No one got successful without making mistakes. Problem you got with most Forex traders is they like excuses. They'll blame anything. They'll blame the wife. They had an argument, they didn't watch their trade. The person they took the tip from, doesn't matter. They do not want to admit it was them. Popular excuses. No one could have seen that coming. I've heard that so many times. Excuses, no one cares. You can make excuses, but who cares but you? Get over it. If you're used to making excuses, forget about that. If you made mistakes, you just learn from them, you move on. That's part of your evolution as a trader. Point number 9, use checklists to control emotion and overconfidence. I think most successful traders do this. They know exactly how much they've got at risk in the market. They'll basically know why they've entered the trade, the reasons. They'll know when those reasons don't become valid. They'll have a target. They'll basically monitor the trade. They'll have checklists to do this. Okay, if you have checklists, it avoids impulsive trades, okay, emotional trades, and also it can stop you getting overconfident. Many traders, for example, when they're winning, just suddenly double up their position, don't understand their risk, and then half their account or more is gone. I've seen that so often. So, checklists and a plan are what you need as a trader, okay? Just keep you focused, disciplined, and controlled. I mean, it's a basic point, yet most traders don't adhere to it. Point 10, be ready for evolution is guaranteed. Sorry, be ready for change. Evolution is guaranteed. The markets are always changing. Yeah, be it a share market or a Forex market. Markets change over time. You've got to change with the markets. When I first started trading, volatility extremely high. Today, the volatility is a lot lower. You have to adjust or tweak your techniques and your method to compensate for that. Now, in the future, obviously that might change as well. We might see bigger volatility. But, you've got to understand markets evolve, okay? Very organic. I think in terms of Charlie Munger, he says anyone can learn to be a trader, anyone can be successful. He is right, in my view. I couldn't tell you how much each individual trader can make because everyone's got a different level. Okay, there's no question that anyone can become a skillful, confident trader who makes money over the longer term. Okay, Forex trading or any form of trading is not about intellectual achievement or ability. It's really about simple trading system, psychological control, okay, and thinking differently. And we can all do it if we want to. Most people don't want to do it. Most people don't want to go through the learning curve. Most people have the wrong motivation for trading. Most traders can lose. We know if we follow these 10 points, we can achieve in the Forex markets. Well, that's my view anyway. Right, now I'm just going to finish up with 10 quotes from Charlie Munger, timeless investment wisdom.